This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Good morning and happy Friday. The time right now is 4:27. I'm Lauren Casey. I want to welcome you into Good Morning Indiana. It is Black Friday, and that's the first thing we're going to be talking about today. We're talking about stores here have a number of sales going on. A lot of them started earlier this week because Thanksgiving is so late. We have a shorter shopping year. We also want you to know that some of the stores opened last night, so some of the people have been out and about. I noticed the traffic was a little bit busier. We're going to be breaking down where you can go shopping, where the best deals are, and what people are up to today. Kelsey Anderson is going to be live this morning from Cabela's, so she's going to have all the details on that coming up. Another story we are following, this is from breaking news we told you about yesterday morning here on Good Morning Indiana. You may remember the story about a shooting at a home out in Hendricks County. This is in Brownsburg, a typically quiet community, and police got the call of a burglary in that area. Right now, we don't know what happened in that time period, but we can tell you that an Indianapolis doctor was shot and killed. That doctor was an orthopedic surgeon for Ortho Indy. The doctor's name was Dean Marr. And so we're going to work to learn more about that scene and more about that doctor over there in Brownsburg. We do want to take a turn right now to our forecast. Bring in my friend here, Alyssa Donovan, to talk about what shoppers can expect as they're heading out here today. First of all, the good news was yesterday was not nearly as windy as the day before. It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, so yesterday was pretty calm, and today's going to be sort of a repeat of that.
Okay.
The only catch this morning for people heading out for Black Friday shopping is we could see a little bit of patchy drizzle, which we are seeing in some areas this morning, as well as a little bit of sleet mixed in there too. So this is just going to be very hit and miss. If you see it, it won't last long, but just be aware of that as you head out on the roads this morning for any of that shopping you're planning to do today. The rest of the day, mostly just going to see cloudy skies, a bit of a gloomy day. Those temperatures still low. We're right around 42 degrees for our high, and then we do have rain coming in late. We could see a few showers in the early evening, but most of the activity is going to happen overnight and throughout our Saturday. We have quite a bit of rain coming this weekend. We have this strong low pressure system that's going to impact us Saturday and Sunday. By Sunday night, we're looking at a rain snow mix, so that gives you an idea of your Monday morning. Could be a bit of a dicey commute.
Okay, good to know, Alyssa. I know we have the state football games tonight for 3 of the classes and Saturday. The good news, they're at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Oh, that's
so
good. Great.
Inside, but you may want to bring the raincoat if you're heading out to those this weekend. Okay, Alyssa, thank you so much. Let's talk about what's going on today for you and your family. If you head on out to the Children's Museum this morning, Santa and his elves making their arrival for the Christmas season. They're going to be rappelling down from the ceiling there. The Yule slide kicking off. Also some arts and crafts. A number of things to do with the kiddos today as they're home from school. We'll have that plus more coming up right here in Good Morning Indiana.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
It is Black Friday and stores are busy with sales. We're working for you with what you can do to keep yourself and your purchases safe during this busy holiday shopping season. And a limousine company is searching for the thieves that stole parts off their vehicles. Now here at 4:30, what insurance companies recommend you do if you find yourself in a similar situation. And 2 women receiving a special honor for helping feed the community every Thanksgiving. Only our Rafael Sanchez was there for this surprise presentation. But first, here at 4:30, we do want to welcome you into Good Morning Indiana on this Black Friday. I'm Lauren Casey. Meredith has the day off, but Alyssa Donovan is here with us to break down your forecast today and looking forward to our holiday weekend.
Yeah, so unfortunately, the holiday weekend, it's not looking great when it comes to weather. We have the potential of quite a bit of rain on our Saturday, and then rain, snow mix by Sunday afternoon. So that second part of the system is coming in a little earlier now. We were saying Sunday evening, but it looks like we're going to see that afternoon rain showers as well. Starting this morning, we could see a little bit of patchy drizzle. That's just a wave coming ahead of that front that's going to impact us over the weekend. So you might see some of that patchy drizzle, maybe a little bit of sleet mixed in there as well this morning. That's not going to last long, but it might impact you just if you're doing any of that Black Friday shopping. You're heading out the door and those temperatures are in the 30s. So not super cold this morning, but you are going to want that warmer jacket. Cloudy skies throughout the day. You can see we do have just that mixture mixture of a few patchy drizzle showers as well as some areas of sleet this morning, crossing I-65 right now and coming towards Indianapolis. Anything we do see from that first wave isn't going to last long. It's just going to be a quick hit and miss drizzle or maybe a little bit of sleet in there. So that's all that first wave from this system. We are going to see this system, the rest of this low pressure, that's going to start tracking in later tonight. Likely by 7 and 8 p.m. tonight, you might start to see some showers, especially if you are in southwest counties. The rest of us, we're going to start to see those showers overnight and throughout our Saturday. Today, however, starting with those temperatures in the 30s, only climbing into the low 40s this afternoon.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much. We are keeping a close eye on traffic as you're heading out early this morning, likely not for work, but maybe for some Black Friday shopping. Here's a live look over on the west side, I-465 and I-74. Traffic here is moving along smoothly northbound and southbound this morning. No major issues. So let's take a turn up to the north side. If you're heading up to the Castleton area to go shopping, maybe the Keystone Fashion Mall. This is I-465 and Keystone Avenue. You can see a lot of cars out there already at this early hour, so folks are out and about on this Black Friday, and of course we'll keep you updated on any crashes or delays.
There was no fights or anything, so I always think that's a good thing.
Crazy deals. And I have to get stocking stuffers.
Well, shoppers are out now scoring deals this Black Friday, many starting with the early deals that went into effect last night. If you're heading out the door this morning, the rest of the holiday shopping season, there are some safety tips you do want to keep in mind. Conceal any valuable or big ticket items in your trunk or back seat if you have to leave them in your vehicle. Park in well-lit areas. Be aware of your surroundings and always lock those car doors. New from overnight, police are investigating a shooting that left one person in critical condition. This happened around 1 o'clock this morning on East 21st Street near Midhofer Road. Police there have not released many details at this time, but of course we're going to continue to update you as we learn more information. Time now is 4:33. A limousine company on the southwest side is sharing these surveillance videos here, hoping that someone recognizes the thieves who stole the catalytic converters out of some of the company's vehicles. The suspected thieves were caught on camera overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. A driver with Unique Limousine says that they hit 2 buses with gas engines and one with diesel. On top of that, the repair costs for the diesel bus won't run and it'll have to be towed.
Catalytic converters help silence the running vehicles, and with a limousine service, it's all about luxury, and nobody wants to get into a bus that's loud. This is the week of Thanksgiving. You're supposed to be thankful, and it's hard to be thankful when a situation like this happens.
Unique Limousine is offering a $500 reward to anyone who returns those converters. They're also offering $1,000 to anyone who recognizes the suspected thieves and turns them in. RTV6 has warned you in the past about catalytic converters being stolen from personal vehicles as well. To help, insurance companies recommend getting special devices called cat clamp or a cat strap, or even welding your converter to the frame of your car. Some things to think about today. Thousands of Thanksgiving meals were donated across the city, all thanks to the Watkins Family Center on the city's north side. Volunteers there worked to prepare all of the food, and our own Rafael Sanchez was there when the organizers received a special surprise.
Hot turkey coming through. When people work together, this is what they can accomplish. Thousands of meals, precisely prepared and packed, taken to local churches for distribution or delivered by individuals. Volunteers came from all over the world to the Watkins Family Center. From this lady from Africa slicing pies and enjoying this American holiday.
People come together. I see family come together, have fun, thank God for the entire year.
To this family from the Avon area, shredding turkeys.
We love the giving that we are able to do, and the camaraderie around here between just all ethnicities.
Behind me at the table there, Janet Easley and Bobby Jones. They are the co-organizers of this event. It's the 38th annual event here at the Watkins Family Center. This behind me is controlled chaos, and Janet and Bobby have no idea that they're in for a surprise.
But, you know, the real rock stars are these two ladies right here.
Bobby Jones takes serving.
Both ladies received proclamations from the mayor declaring November the 28th, Janet Easley and Bobby Jones Day in the city of Indianapolis.
It feels so good inside to know that we can feed these many people, you know.
This is a joyful time for me, and it's a day that, you know, you just can't help but be thankful to see all of the volunteers and all of just everybody that has helped us, you know, and made donations and things, and we thank you very much.
Well, Janet and Bobby say 9,569 meals went out the door. RTV6 employees also volunteered at that event. A number of groups contributed to the event's success, including all the volunteers, Indy Park's Boy Scout Troop 157, and the Salvation Army. Pretty cool. Well, thousands of runners got their Thanksgiving started early to raise money to help the homeless. The funds go to help Wheeler Mission to feed, clothe, and shelter those in need right here in Indianapolis. 20,000 people participated in this year's race, including our own Todd Clausen. Looking good, TK. Well, the Children's Museum is getting into the holiday spirit. Santa and his elves are coming to town later this morning. Those elves will be making a big entrance, rappelling from the museum's roof. Santa will then zoom in with an Indy car driven by racing driver Tony Kanaan. Inside, the kids can ride down the 47-foot Yule slide, create a free holiday craft, and enjoy a free hot chocolate. Santa's big arrival will start at 8:30, and that holiday event continues until 10 o'clock. And this weekend, it is the last weekend to vote for Christmas at the zoo to be the best zoo lights. This is the 5th year that the Indianapolis Zoo has been nominated for USA Today's Reader's Choice Top 10 list. The display has finished in the top 5 3 times, and this year they still need your help to reach number 1. You can find a link to vote right now in this story on the RTV6 app. That contest runs through Monday, December 2nd. You can vote daily until then. More bad news now for the Colts. This as wide receiver T.Y. Hilton is out of the game this coming Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. The team says Hilton suffered a setback recovering from a calf injury. Earlier this week, we learned top running back Marlon Mack and tight end Eric Ebron would also be out with injuries. Ebron is out for the season with an ankle injury. The Colts play the Titans Sunday afternoon at Lucas Oil Stadium. 10 exotic animals have died after a fire at a wildlife park. Coming up, what officials are saying about that blaze. And you may have noticed some new emojis on your phone's latest updates. Still ahead, how you can submit your ideas for new images. Alyssa.
And we are going to see another quiet weather day, a bit of a gloomy day, but everything changes tomorrow. We have rain showers on Saturday, the potential of a rain-snow mix on Sunday. I'll break down everything you need to know coming up.
Still the only one cats ask for by name.
It is 4:42 on your Black Friday. Good morning to you. This is a live look at traffic right now on the east side, I-70 and Arlington Avenue. Traffic is moving along up to speed, both eastbound and westbound. No crashes around the metro area right now to slow down your commute. A fire at a wildlife park brought tragedy in Ohio last night. That barn was engulfed in flames and it killed 10 exotic animals. John Lawrence has more.
2 giraffes running away from the fire that broke out at the African Safari Wildlife Park in northern Ohio Thanksgiving night.
We have lost 3 giraffes, 3 bongo, 3 Red River hog, and a springbuck, and we are devastated by this loss.
By the time local officials arrived on the scene, the barn that held the 10 animals was fully engulfed.
And our team, they worked so hard to care for these animals. They're just gut-wrenching that this could happen.
A Danbury Township officer says explosions were heard inside the structure, and Fire Chief Keith Kaler says propane tanks were stored there.
Do you know if the fire is considered suspicious at this point?
We have no idea at this point.
The 100-acre drive-through park featuring several hundred animals was closed for Thanksgiving. It won't reopen Friday as the Ohio State Marshal is expected to investigate the fire.
Appreciate the support of the community and the first responders to help us save what we can.
The park issued a statement on Facebook saying, "We are grateful that our staff are safe, although we are all grief-stricken over this loss." I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Well, the massive fire continues to burn this morning after a major explosion at a Texas chemical plant. Tens of thousands of people there were forced to flee their homes on Thanksgiving after the explosions rocked the nearby town of Port Neches. The homes there were damaged to up to a mile away, and the incident also released chemicals into the air that could cause health problems like nausea and headaches. Officials say the fires are contained as of now, but those explosions are not known. President Donald Trump made a surprise visit to visit the troops in Afghanistan for Thanksgiving. His trip to Bagram Airfield was the first to that country. While he was there, he also met with Afghan President Ashraf Ghani. They discussed peace negotiations with the Taliban, saying that they, quote, want to make a deal. The visit comes amid tensions between Trump and senior military officers for the firing of Navy Secretary Richard Spencer. This was Trump's second time in the combat zone. He took a trip to Iraq at the end of last year. A police officer in Oklahoma says he was given a Starbucks cup with an insult on it. Kiefer Police Chief Johnny O'Mara said in a Facebook post that the cup was given to one of his officers while picking up a Starbucks order. He posted the picture with the label, which had the word pig printed on it. Starbucks spokesman Jory Mendez apologized for this incident, calling it absolutely unacceptable. He says that employee has been suspended while they investigate. Legal marijuana sales are set to begin in Michigan this weekend. Regulators warn that consumers will likely see long lines, high prices, and product shortages in the first couple months. Adults must be 21 or older to buy marijuana. The companies are rushing to complete renovations at dispensaries to expand their facilities and hire more employees. 6 retailers so far have been licensed to sell in the state starting Sunday. Illinois will soon follow with sales beginning next month. That brings a total of 11 states with legal recreational marijuana sales. Back here at home at 4:45, let's get a check of our weather. Hey, Alyssa.
Hey, it is going to be mostly a quiet day. The only hiccup today is we have a little bit of patchy drizzle moving through this morning. Besides that, expect cloudy skies, a gloomy day, but quiet in terms of weather, especially compared to what we have coming in this weekend. We have the potential of rain this weekend. That's going to move in late tonight and into Saturday. And then we have the potential of a rain-snow mix Sunday evening. And that's all with a cold front associated that will bring us to cool start to next week. So we're only going to be in the low 30s by Monday morning and upper 40s. So it's going to be a cool start. Today we are in the 30s across the area. We are seeing those winds very light out of the northeast, so that's helping usher in some of that cooler, drier air still. But we also have that system that's just off to our west, which that is bringing us just some light precipitation, especially along the Illinois-Indiana border. Most of that activity is just some patchy drizzle, but we're seeing a little bit of sleet in there as well. So if you're heading that direction at all this morning, just be aware you might encounter some slick roadways. Not a lot of that activity is making its way into central Indiana, but we can't rule out maybe seeing a spot stray patchy drizzle making its way in this morning. But for the most part, a lot of us are starting dry and staying dry throughout the day with just the potential of some showers later this afternoon and evening. So here's a look at TrueCast. By 10 a.m., those temperatures will be into the mid-30s, only climbing into the low 40s today. And those clouds are sticking with us. This blanket of clouds is ahead of that front that's just off to our west. By this evening, we'll start to see those showers moving into some of those southwest counties. That is all associated with a strong low pressure system that's developing just off to our west. That's going to bring us the potential of 1 to 2 inches of rainfall on Saturday. So we're going to see periods of heavy rainfall throughout our Saturday, and it's really going to start overnight Friday. So when you wake up Saturday morning, it is likely going to be raining across central Indiana. Those widespread showers will stick with us throughout the day. We have the potential of a little bit of instability building by the afternoon tomorrow, which means we could see maybe some thunderstorms in there by that time as well. Not expecting severe at this time with that, but we could just see some of that activity. Next, as we head into Sunday, we're going to see a little bit of a break in the early morning hours before the tail end of this low pressure system tracks into the area by Sunday afternoon and into the evening. That's going to bring us the potential of rain showers to start, and then possibly a rain-snow mix as we head into early Monday morning. So here's the weekend forecast. 49 with those rain showers Saturday, 46 with rain, then snow on Sunday. Your 7-day forecast starting this morning with some light drizzle, 42 degrees for the high. Then we have that active weekend ahead.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much. Let's take a look at traffic right now. If you're heading out on the roads, maybe doing some shopping this morning. Here's a look at I-70 west of FedEx towards the airport. You can see traffic here is moving along just fine this morning. No issues to slow you down. Let's plan out your commute and take a look at the interstates around our area. Heading southbound on I-69 at this hour, it's a quick 17-minute drive from State Road 38 down to I-465. No problems there. Let's take a look in the downtown area. I-70 at the North Split. Traffic is moving along up to speed here in downtown. We'll continue to keep a close eye out for any crashes or delays that may slow you down for your Black Friday shopping. New Zealand has opened the world's first HIV-positive sperm bank in hopes of destigmatizing the disease. The bank, called Sperm Positive, already has donors. They all have the virus, but since the levels in their blood are so low, it cannot be transmitted through childbirth or unprotected sex. 3 charities have opened banks ahead of World AIDS Day on December 1st. Group leaders say they want this to help highlight the advances in HIV medications. Biologists can now play back the heartbeat of the world's largest mammal. For the first time, scientists recorded the heart rate of the blue whale. They say this could lead to clues about evolution and why the animal never grew bigger. Having this information can also show what environmental changes affect the blue whale the most and what conservation measures need to be taken to help the endangered species. You may have noticed some new emojis on your phone. The latest batch contains gender-neutral faces with people with disabilities and new professions. So how do they decide which emojis to make? Well, it turns out there's a nonprofit in charge of that whole process. The Unicode Consortium has been curating emojis since 2010. The group was originally developed to make sure that languages are universally displayed on different systems. Anyone can submit a suggestion for new emojis through their site. Suggestions must meet a few criteria to be picked. They must work at a small size, convey a different message than existing emojis, and have evidence that a large number of people will likely use it. It takes about 2 years for a proposal to be selected and then created. A man is the first to lead the climb up this large sea stack. After the break, why he says he made this dangerous trek. And we're learning more about a doctor who was shot and killed inside of his own home. New at 5 o'clock, we'll have the very latest on that investigation from Brownsburg. It's 4:51. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Down, 0 deposit, 0 first month, and 0 due at signing.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. The time right now is 4:55 on your Friday. Here is a live look at traffic right now to the northeast, I-465 and I-69. Pretty quiet in this area for your morning commute. Of course, we'll keep a close eye out for any crashes or delays, and we will keep you updated. So climbing a huge sea stack above the ocean would be difficult for anybody, but imagine doing that blind. Brighton Jesse Dufton is the first person to lead a climb up Old Man of Hoy. He has only 1% of his vision, but he made it all the way to the top of this stack along the Scottish coast. A number of blind climbers have followed sighted partners on the route, but have never led it before. It took 7 hours for him to lead his sighted fiance to make it to the top. Dufton says that he enjoys climbing because it's meditative to him. Pretty cool. While some people in Colorado are digging themselves out of inches of snow, one man there is transforming it into art. Take a look at this. David Hunn's snow sculptures make many take notice in his neighborhood. The substitute teacher has created everything from elephants to Coke bottles. Hunn doesn't call himself an artist, though, saying it's more of a creative outlet. He's created more than 60 sculptures in the last 6 years, with many of them from last year's winter.
I kept doing sculptures at the end that were themed around the end of winter, and then again the end of winter, and then again the end of winter.
Well, each piece comes with a corny joke. This week for Thanksgiving, he created a themed sculpture called the Cold Turkey.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that. And we know that Colorado, they got so much snow already. My cousin was telling me that.
Yes.
She lives out there, but back here, no snow for our Thanksgiving.
It's quiet here. They have more on the way, and we have that same system is going to bring us some rain showers tomorrow. The good news is it's pretty quiet today. If you're heading out for Black Friday shopping this morning, just be aware we have a little bit of patchy drizzle out there. Most of that is to the north and to the west, and we do have a little bit of sleet mixed in there as well. That's going to come to an end shortly here, though. So if you're heading out the door a little bit later this morning, just expect cloudy skies, temperatures climbing into the low 40s, rain showers Saturday and Sunday.